Hi y'all, I'm Clementine.
And I'm Diane.
And this is
Because We're Women. This dish happens to be one of my personal favorites. Today we're going to be making leftover casserole. I can't wait.
And this is perfect for those of you who are on a really busy schedule, on a tight budget, that aren't privileged like me.
Yes, I personally love this because it's perfect to take all your extra food and put it into one delicious dish. Your kids will love it, and it's great for when your husband comes home from work feeling tired.
Is that where Gregory's been telling you he's been?
Anyway, let's get started.
Alrighty, so to start off your leftover casserole, we are going to start with something that is probably in all of your fridges, which is some Chinese takeout.
Thank you, Clementine, for bringing that. That was all that she brought. In fact, we actually have 2 containers of Chinese takeout. Smells right.
Oh. It's totally fine if when you put it into the bowl it stays in cube form. That's completely normal. All you're going to want to do is take a typical spatula and just mush that up so that it sits nicely and mixes all in.
Doesn't that look delicious? But wait, we have a ton more to add.
Alright, now we are going to take one of my personal favorites. For those of you folks out there that still want to keep it a little bit classy, we have not 1 but 2 types of caviar. So we are going to scoop that in here to give that a nice salty taste. Mix that right in there.
Why don't you use the correct spoon?
Oh, Diane.
Oh, Clementine. And we'll just keep cleaning up our area because we don't want to get too messy.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, and godliness is next to Miley Cyrus, as I always say.
Alright, now let's add some green beans, home cooked, from a delicious meal.
And after that, we will toss in some overdone broccoli.
They are not overdone. They're cooked. Alright, we have some delicious foods. We have, I know this seems gross, but guys, what are you going to do with these half-eaten peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Put them in your casserole.
So while Diane is chopping that up, we are going to take a can of sardines, juice and all, and put that in there because the juice gives it a nice, tender, not dry taste to it, which I think is always a plus.
What she's trying to say is that it gives the casserole a more moist taste.
Yes. Now Diane is tossing in the PB&J, and we're just going to mix that all in there.
Now, we also have some Spam left over from a lunch. I don't know why people are so against it. Don't you think so, Clementine?
Oh, I agree. I love my meat very shaped. We're going to throw in some pre-sliced Kraft Singles. We are going to also, onto the chopping block, put a half-eaten egg. I'm only assuming this is from your little one's lunch.
I know it seems gross that it has a bite taken out of it, but guys, it's going to be cooked anyway, so the germs will be gone.
We're going to put in some mayonnaise, which I all know y'all have in your fridge. We're also going to be putting in that egg. I have right here some relish and some salad dressing.
See, this is one of Clementine's favorite combinations.
I just think it's mighty delicious. It reminds me of my home in the South.
Yes. Of course, you wouldn't put that on any real salad, would you now, Clementine?
Oh, well, I don't know much about salad, but it sure is good on fried chicken. My girl Paula taught me that.
And we're going to add some applesauce.
It's fantastic if you can get all of the major food groups into one meal.
Now, I also have some leftover homemade baked mac and cheese, not fried.
We're also going to toss in some cooked hamburger meat.
Give them some protein, because you know your kids need that.
Now, as you guys can see, everything is looking a little bit solid, a little bit chunky. So to even that out, we have some nice homemade soup, courtesy of Diane here, my good pal. We're going to toss that in there, give it a nice creamy consistency. We're also going to cut up some pickles. We're going to put in some leftover tuna salad. We also have some tomato paste. Mind you, not sauce, but paste. Cooking is a science, I always say.
Yes, and you would know so much about science. Oh, wait. You wouldn't.
Anyways, back to the mixing of this. We're going to give everything a nice, even Twirl. Look at how delicious that looks, y'all.
We're going to cut up some pork. This was a delicious pork roast. And we're just going to cut that up for some more protein in here.
If things are moldy, don't you worry. You won't be able to notice it with the mixed up colors of the casserole, and you also won't be able to taste it because we have so much flavor going on in here. And plus, we're cooking it.
Protein, so it's all good.
Penicillin has saved the lives of so many. Something that I always love to do is we all know that we have these lying around in our fridge, which is some leftover hot sauce packets.
I know it may look a little bit weird and a little gross, but we have a secret that'll make it look just like a delicious pie. Now this is my favorite dish. Oh, or not. Let's make sure we get everything in here. The trash is not the food's home. We have one last step for all of you. So I'm going to put this back here.
We have this dough that was left over from a pie we recently made. So we are going to slap this down and roll it out into a fine sheet of dough. Every family has their own favorite casserole recipe, but you know, this is our favorite casserole recipe because we're a family in our own right.
Yeah. Just start cleaning up and making this place look tidy and nice.
You know what
likes a dirty kitchen.
You know what we say, a woman's work is never done. We're all about being resourceful here on the Because We're Women show because we know that there are several places all over the world, Africa, that cannot afford this delicious food. So we like to thank the Lord each night for putting food on our table and love in our hearts.
Yes, because we all feel so much love. And now here you have your gorgeous finished casserole. Now we're just going to put it in the preheated oven. Clementine, do you mind? Look how delicious this looks. I can't wait. Hey guys, our casserole is ready. Let's see how it looks.
Smells absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to put that in my body.
Oh my god, would you just take a look at this?
It looks absolutely
gorgeous
divine
thing. You can see the cheese bubbling out.
Look at what we've created together. It's like a little casserole baby. It's like the sweet baby Jesus that our Lord and Savior sent to our earth.
And it's delicious. Wow, that leftover casserole was amazing and a ton of fun to make.
Absolutely.
Join us next time on
Because We're Women.